Portland Rich Girl is an experience. It's a brand, but it's also an experience that we want you to be very secure, and we want you to love yourself. We want you to be, you know, a woman of empowerment, and we want to instill that in our customers as well.
First thought was to be in a neighborhood where we could nestle and we could interact with the activity that's already going on. So we thought about, when we first moved here, it was what's closest to us that can bring us business. So we thought about Woodward Academy, we thought about the airport, we thought about the pedestrian-friendly neighborhood, and all those aspects were like an advantage to putting a business in historic College Park.
We care for our customers, and we care about what they look like when they buy something, you know? So I think that's what, you know, we want to make sure that we convey when we are in the store and we're pulling things and they're buying. We want to make sure that we want them to know that we care about their appearance, because they are a reflection of us, essentially.
We've been with College Park, like I said, since 2007, and we've seen the growth. We'd love to see so much more. While being here, I've been on numerous boards and interacted with tons of other businesses, councilmen, and the neighborhood within itself. And it has been an amazing journey, and I look forward to so much more.
I think that moment when retail is going up and down, when there are days where it's very slow, and you look at your bills and you say, why am I doing this? And you have to remind yourself, this is why I do it, because I love it. I can't go to anything else. I don't have anything else. So I think those moments, those trying moments, when we're at our lull, you know, that low point, is probably the best moments when we get extra creative and, you know, we begin to decide what do we need to do in order to keep it moving.
I can say words of wisdom is, don't be afraid to open up to those who are around you that can help you and that can build and believe in what you're doing.
My name is Charles L. Price. My father started, I don't know, I was just a teenager at that time, up in College Park where the fire department is. He's been in 4 different places on West Harvard. They normally call him Doc Price, but they call me Charles. I grew up in this city, right on the street where I'm working now. I've known the street when the streets were really nothing but rocks on here. And you know, everything grew up. Made some changes. I used to do a little janitorial work over at Delta, and I made up my mind, I was sick of that. So I was gonna go in and take the trade up, and I did. And graduated. And my daddy kept asking me if I'd come on in and start the cutting, but it took a while for me to make up my mind what I want to do it, but finally did. After I retired, then I stepped on in with them. And I think they will be very happy for me to receive an award which my daddy had started, and I stepped in his footsteps and kept the business going. I think they'll be very happy. I'd like to say to the committee, the Prices want to recognize you. Thanks to you for recognizing our father's business. Thanks.
Kemi was really conceived because we started with concrete industry, and we were doing a lot of concrete related structures when we first started. And since then, we then evolved into utilities about 15 years ago. And then we started doing water and sewer, and I also served the city of Atlanta for about 9 years in installing meters. When the opportunity then presented itself to us a few years ago, then we already outgrown our location on Campbellton Road within the city of Atlanta. And that's when we then decided to move and relocated. And it so happened that where we found property was in College Park. And things have been good with us, and the city itself has been so good to us, meeting most of our needs. And it's really a pleasure being relocated to the city of College Park. We just try to evolve with the society. And because we are very competitive and we have that fierceness, as you say, we are young company, and I just admire their work ethics, and we just take every day at a time. We are in business to do good work and to be able to serve the community at large and to do the best that we can, which is what we all pride ourselves in, is to do excellent work for our customer at an affordable price. As we're just well flattered, because it's something that we never even imagined, could happen, especially for the city of College Park to recognize us. The future, we know that the future holds a very, good prospect for us. As we know, I'm more or less like the first generation here, so I'm just hoping that my children also will be able to continue with the company and with the good work. So that is our desire, and we also believe that God will make that happen for us.
We started really August 1st selling memberships, and now we have 108 memberships in 90 days. And nobody ever looked at College Park as a potential for a co-working facility. We've kind of been neglected down here, and I saw there was much greater need here than there is on the north side where you got 5 of them. Why don't you go where there's need? So that was the opportunity we came. And the thing I want to do differently is I want to have a collaborative group, a collaborative community where we have people with all the different skill sets that buy into what we're doing and provide their services to all our members, usually for an hour for free, just to get to know what the problem is, the challenge the person has, and then work on some kind of a reduced fee to help these businesses get launched. But we really want to get involved in trying to help them be successful, because that's the key to College Park growing, is starting these businesses and getting them where they can have employees and have a real operating statement and go from there. We also want to open it up to the public. So we have these seminars that people can come in that are non-members, and they can pay a fee, or many of them are free. We can do about 40 in a classroom. So if it's a classroom session, it's about 40 or 50, and then of course we have the 2 other conference rooms that can hold 15 people as well. So smaller meetings can be held in there, and that's what we're finding is getting a lot of utilization is the meetings. And people don't have a conference room. They may have an office, but they don't have a place where they can get 10 people in it. And so for $50 a month, they can come and rent out these larger spaces when they need them. College Park is a great little city. I mean, it's got good bones. We just need somebody that's a catalyst to turn this thing around. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I know that the city's got a good opportunity if we get behind it and people support it. And it's all about the citizens basically supporting you, because we're a small town, we're not Atlanta. So it's really more about being, doing something good for the city. And then the city recognizing us for doing that is always great, to be recognized for what you do. You're always appreciative of that. As I say, we get paid in gratitude, which is what BIDA is doing for us, and we're happy to receive the award, and we thank them very much for realizing what we're trying to do in College Park.